bear in area. If he is here, I can barely see him. Train the muscles, not the joints. So welcome back to Natural Gallant Bodybuilding, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about combining rep ranges in a workout. Now, I get this question all the time, and I have answered it indirectly in a lot of my videos, but I thought I'd make a video about this specifically. Can you combine all rep ranges in one workout? Meaning, your high and your medium and your low reps. Now, there are some benefits to doing this from a bodybuilding hypertrophy standpoint, but there is something to consider. If you're going to be doing a workout with different rep ranges, it is best to be doing the lower rep ranges, the rep ranges which require strength and all of your power and all of your energy in the beginning of the workout, and then from there you can get into the lighter weights where you're doing the higher rep ranges where you want to hit those endurance fibers. So in a circumstance where you do super high endurance work in the beginning, what will happen is that your maximal poundages will obviously go down once you start to do the heavier weight. So yes, you can combine rep ranges in a workout, and yes, you can get some benefit from hitting those different fibers and trying to get that perfect workout in, which is impossible, so I'll get into that in a second here. But at the same time, you don't want to tire yourself out before you use the heavy weights. You want to do enough reps and enough sets so that you're properly warmed up and you have that groove down, but you definitely do not want to wear yourself out. Otherwise, you just will not be able to get the same amount of work done with that heavier weight, which is going to give you some extreme benefits, right? Thought I saw somebody. There's supposed to be a bear in here. Mountain. A lot of times people ask me, can you combine the reps in a workout? Now, the reason why they're asking, and this is what I want to get into, the reason why they're asking is because they're so afraid of getting a subpar workout in. They're trying to get that perfect workout in. Well, guess what? It doesn't really exist, because doing something different is going to be sometimes the answer, not always about getting the perfect workout in. If you're always doing the same workout and it's always that same perfect workout, it's going to lose its luster after a while and you're not going to get the same results. The other thing to consider is that if you're trying to do everything, trying to spread yourself out all over the place, do heavy weight and then wear yourself out energy-wise, and you're trying to bust your butt every single workout like that, there's a possibility that you will burn out. And not necessarily because it's a good type of burnout. Sometimes it's because of negative burnout. So what I usually do is that I will pick a certain weight that I want to work with, whatever my body feels like. So say it feels like good to do the 100-pound dumbbells for presses today, and it just feels like the groove is right and everything, but it doesn't feel quite right to go to the 120s or 130s or whatever. I'll stay at the 100-pound dumbbells and just do straight sets of that. And that's really the rep range that I'll go in. Now, of course, my reps will come down as the sets go on, but at the same time, they'll start with a much higher reps than, say, the fifth or sixth or seventh set. The other way to do it is to take your workout and say, okay, this is the rep range I'm going to go in. I'm going to go 10 to 15 reps for my workout today after I'm done my warm-ups and everything. And then as you notice that your fatigue starts to hit after successive sets, then you lower the weight to compensate for that. So that way you're still able to get at least 10 reps in a set. Now, I find this is good. The reason why this is a good technique is because when you are burning out one pathway in a workout, then the other pathways, such as, say, super high endurance pathways or super heavy pathways, say, the pathways that are responsible for doing 5 reps or 4 reps or those really heavy sets, they're getting a rest. So you're basically forcing whatever sources of energy you use or whatever stress is put on the nervous system for using a certain amount of weight, you're actually giving that pathway a rest while you're actually hitting a different rep range, right? Everybody's seen somebody strain doing a squat or super heavy deadlift, and they can see the shakes and everything. Like, there's a totally different level of nervous system and immune system burden under those types of stresses than, say, doing high reps. And of course, high reps, sometimes you're puking in a bucket. So there's obviously some sort of extreme stress there as well, but the stresses are different. So what I find is that it's good to give one a rest and then hit the other one. And so while this one's resting up, you're hitting this pathway really hard. And then when you come back around to this one, you're actually recovered. So by the time you come back around to your 5-rep day, you feel recovered, even though maybe if you're going to do 25 reps or 30 reps for the day, you feel almost burned out to do that, right? So it's almost like they're different pathways. There's almost different weak links that become an issue as you're doing certain rep ranges. I don't know, it sounds weird, it sounds like pseudoscience, but it's something that I've found. Like, I've done days where I've done always the same rep range, going into the gym, doing the same workout, same type of rep ranges for a period of a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then sometimes there's days where you go in there and you're like, man, I just feel burned out, I just want to do some heavyweight for once. If I have to strain one more rep, it's almost like I'm going to get sick or something, right? You almost feel like this total burden on your immune system, almost like you have a headache or something. And then of course go to the heavyweight, and by logical reasons you'd think the heavyweight would actually be harder on you, but in that case sometimes it's easier. So yeah, mix up the rep ranges per workout as a general rule. And yeah, sometimes you can do those strip sets, sometimes you can do those forced reps like we've talked about in other videos, but you don't do them all the time. You don't feel the need to combine everything in one workout all the time. So yeah, don't try to perfect every workout, just concentrate on one pathway each workout and then switch it back and forth. I think that's one of the most efficient ways to do it. That's the way I like to do it. Mountain. And thanks a lot for watching, and if you need to get hold of me, just go to naturalgallantbodybuilding.com, and thanks to the Patreon supporters, and take care for now. Mountain. Share my stuff. Share it. Serious, man. Serious.